hostilities continue dito po sa Executive Sports Complex, Barangay Mauay, Mandaluyong City. It's a 4-rounder coming up, 106-pound weight limit. It's Jerome Ranullo kontra Arnulfo Diorico Jr. And let's check out the stats in our tail of the tape. Ranullo versus Diorico. 22 years old po si Ranullo. Diorico is 20 years old. Abakaliweta po si Diorico. Orthodox fighter naman si Ranullo. And you see the big reach advantage ni Diorico. That's a 3-inch reach advantage. And 105 pounds po ang tinimbang ni Diorico. 104 naman si Jerome Ranullo. Okay, let's now turn it over to our ring announcer, Bobby Mondahar, for the intros.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the fighter coming out of the dugout, Arnulfo Diorico Jr. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the fighter coming out of the dugout, Jerome Ranullo. Ladies and gentlemen, Manny Pacquiao presents Blow by Blow here at Barangay Mauay Executive Sports Complex, Mandaluyong City, in partnership with San Miguel Beer, in coordination with Mayor Benjamin Abalos and Barangay Chairman Bernie Evangelista. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the fighter fighting out of the blue corner. He weighed in at 105 pounds. He has a record of 1 win, no loss. Fighting out of Agravio Boxing Team, Quezon City. Ladies and gentlemen, Arnulfo Diorico Jr. Right across the ring, fighting out of the red corner. He weighed in at 104 pounds. He has a record of 1 win, 1 loss. Fighting out of Asilo Boxing Stable, Sampaloc, Manila. Ladies and gentlemen, Jerome Ranullo. Judges at ringside, Elmo Coloma, Eduardo Nobleza, Sylvester Abainza. Third man in the ring, referee Gerald Basig. 4 rounds of professional boxing.
Boxer. Fighter, boxer. Okay. Tandaan nyo, bawal ang headbutt ha. Bawal suntukan sa batok. Bawal ang hitting below the belt. Dito, hanggang dito lang tayo ha. Okay, clean fight tayo. Good luck sa inyong dalawa. Touch gloves. Good luck, guys. Okay.
Scheduled for 4, 106-pound weight limit. Ranullo versus Diorico.
Nice draw.
Si Ranullo po, 1-1 ang record po niya. But in his last fight in January, natalo po siya ni JB Ignacio on a first-round stoppage. So he's hoping to come back on the winning track. While si Arnulfo Diorico is undefeated in his young professional career, 1-0. He's coming off a 4-round unanimous decision win over Harvey Guya. That was in September of 2022. All right. Matagal-tagal lang hindi nakakalaban si Arnulfo Diorico, but he's protecting an unblemished record.
Mas na konti.
Diorico is the southpaw. And he's dancing around. He's got that decided height advantage na nabanggit natin. Ranullo keeping a safe distance away. Magalaw ito si Diorico. Dancing around. And let's see whether he can take advantage of that southpaw stance in striking Ranullo from a distance. Ranullo looks like he's still sizing up his opponent. Ang haba ni Diorico. Diorico, mukhang tinatawanan niya si Ranullo, playing mind games. Shot to the body there by Diorico. That was a right hand to the side of the body ni Ranullo. Nice left hand. Oh, kumuntik na bumagsak doon si Ranullo. Got him off balance. And here's Diorico pouring it on. Remember, Ranullo is coming off a loss by stoppage in the first round. Parang yung jumping jacket si Ranullo, flexing his arms and looking very loose here. He's got his left hand cocked, and you know that he wants to throw that. Ito na. Ranullo trying to find some space, but he's getting mauled and battered here by Diorico. Maliit pasyado si Ranullo. And Diorico's just dominating the action here at the center of the ring. Nice uppercut throw. Oh, Ranullo throwing that right hand that connected. And then Diorico coming right back, throwing that left uppercut. Ranullo showing it out of guts here in taking the fight to Diorico near the end of round number 1. Looks like this is going to be action-packed. We are scheduled for 4. Yan po si Arnulfo Diorico. His cornerman is June Agrapio. Yan naman po si Ranullo in his corner. And his trainer, Erickson Asilo. Diorico might have won that first round, although towards the end of that round, Ranullo looks like he woke up. Ito po ang ating punch of the round brought to you by San Miguel Beer. Oh, nice uppercut. Scored there by Diorico from the outside, scoring with the left hand. And then, the counter right hand coming from coming from Ranullo. That was flush on the button, and that's a reminder for Diorico not to take Ranullo for granted. Don't take him lightly. Remember, you're fighting someone with 2 hands.
Oh, round 2, box.
And while Diorico dominated most of that round, natamaan din siya ni Ranullo towards the end of round number 1. Round number 2 now underway. Noong nabuhayan si Ranullo after he scored that right hand that appeared to stagger Diorico near the end of round number 1. Diorico sizing up his opponent. He's looking to uncork that left hand. Make no mistake about it. While si Ranullo naman, it's the right hand ang aabangan natin. That right straight is a perfect weapon against the southpaw. Ranullo shortening the distance, moving inside. He's at a disadvantage here in terms of reach and length. Ranullo showing some toughness here in boring inside, defying the low guard defense with Diorico. And there's Ranullo exploding, and then he moves in. Diorico is throwing that uppercut, but it's Ranullo showing a lot of aggressiveness in shortening the distance. Natatamaan siya, but he's right there in front of Diorico. Diorico trying to hold him off with his straights and jabs. Ang haba kasi ni Diorico. So he's keeping away from Ranullo. Again, that left uppercut, that's been deadly for Diorico. And that's coming through the defense of Ranullo. Ranullo going to the body, hoping to slow down Diorico. Here he is again, a right hand scored by Ranullo from the outside, and then the left hand. And now the crowd roaring. The crowd is cheering for the underdog, and Ranullo's clearly the underdog in this fight. He's shorter. He doesn't have as much length in his arms. And what about that uppercut coming out of nowhere again from Diorico? Wild right hand coming from Diorico. But Ranullo has been able to connect some outstanding punches here. Clearly a round here for Ranullo. What a comeback round para sa kanya. Tumaas ang kumpiyansa ni Ranullo in this round, and I'm giving that round to Ranullo. As you see Jerome Ranullo on your screens, still no signs of wear and tear on his face. We've seen a lot of action so far. At yan naman po si Diorico, wala ding mancha sa mukha. Punch of the round natin brought to you by San Miguel Beer. And a shot right hand to the body, and then the left hand connected. And Ranullo putting his punches together as he should, not relying on just one punch. That was a big left hand coming from Ranullo, followed up by a right. And that's what aggression will give you. Ranullo got busy in round number 2, and I thought he got that round. We're in round number 3 now. If we're dead even, this is going to be a big round for either fighter. The southpaw, Diorico, against the orthodox fighter, Ranullo. Ranullo, shorter, but he's fighting with a lot of heart, a lot of courage, a lot of grit. Diorico, napansin natin, ang deadly sa kanya, yung left uppercut. Then he's got that right jab that keeps Ranullo a safe distance away. A contrast of styles as Ranullo comes charge again. That's the only way that he can win this fight. Narrow the gap, and he's moving closer and closer to be able to find the right opening for the connection. That time missing as he came charging in. Si Ranullo again doesn't have his distance. And look at Diorico, being the showman that he is, waving his hands. Diorico showing some nice footwork here, moving away from Ranullo. And that combination, if you've got good footwork, you've got good defense, you've got a nice jab like he is, and plus he's a southpaw, all of those are advantages for Diorico. Oh, that left uppercut in Diorico just as Ranullo was coming in. And he's loading up with both hands. And we're talking of Diorico. Nandiyan ang kanyang left uppercut, nandiyan din ang kanyang right jab, and the right straight, and the right hook that time, thrown by Diorico. Right now, Diorico's out punching Ranullo. Ranullo again can't find his range because Diorico's a lot busier in this round. And once he's throwing those shots, hindi makapasok si Ranullo, and he's not able to get his offense off track. And Diorico using that lateral movement to move away from Ranullo. Ranullo is a straight-up fighter. He's just going straight at you. So, nakita yung ni Diorico, kanya gumagamit siya ng kanyang foot speed. So, good tactical adjustment on the part of Diorico. But here's Ranullo. Again, he's a gladiator in the ring. He comes charging in. And to stop him in his tracks, Diorico embracing him and holding. Good run, I thought, for Diorico. Although you got to give credit to Ranullo for that heart. Hindi umatras si Ranullo, pasok ng pasok. Even if he doesn't have a clear opening, he's just charging in. Baka makatama ng isa o dalawa. But Diorico, his length, his height, his stance, his right jab, all of those things working for him in this fight. Punch of the round natin brought to you by San Miguel Beer. Oh, right hand connected there by Diorico. Watch it again on this replay. That time, the uppercut and then the miss by Ranullo and then the hold by Diorico. So, yun ang adjustment na ginagawa dito ni Diorico. Scores with the left uppercut and then he waits for the counter which he dodges and then he embraces when he's in close range para hindi maka-counter ulit si Ranullo. Good tactics here by Diorico. Last round in this fight. And looking at Diorico, you know, he's got good height. We're fighting this in the 106-pound division, so that's just one over the minimum weight division of 105. You would say that since they're over 105, they're already in the light flyweight division. But si Diorico can easily go down to 105 for sure. He weighed 105, in fact, for this fight. Ito, kumakapit na si Diorico. And then he brings Ranullo all the way to the other side of the ring and puts his back on the ropes. What a move there by Diorico. When Ranullo was leaning on him, he pushed him away using his shoulder. And that's why he got a warning from referee Gerald Basig. Oh, nice right hand. And that's because Diorico was trapped in the corner and he wasn't moving. Diorico has to move around. You know that Ranullo is a straight-up fighter who comes straight at you. So you have to use some foot movement to move away. Kanina he was doing it. Maybe he's a little tired. He's not moving as well as he did in the previous rounds. But si Ranullo continues his attack. His straight-up attack. He's going to the body. Now Diorico. He's coasting. He's moving away. He's using lateral movement just to be able to dislodge Ranullo from his straight-up attack. Look at the way he's moving around the ring. Oh, tinamaan siya ni Ranullo. And the reason why is because hindi na sumusuntok si Diorico. Diorico is just moving around. He's not throwing any punches, which means Ranullo is going all out. He threw a left uppercut that time, that missed. Pagod na si Diorico. And for Ranullo, this is his opportunity. He's got to keep chasing down Diorico. Time breezing away, and momentarily we will hear the 10-second clapper. This fight is going to go to distance. That's it. There's got to be a last flurry here from Ranullo, but no chance, no chance. That's the end of the fight, end of the round. Went to 4 rounds. Arnulfo Diorico, he's trying to preserve his unbeaten record. He's 1-0. And Jerome Ranullo, he's 1-1. Looks like Diorico did enough to win this fight. Ranullo was fighting one way. He was a straight-up charging fighter, a come-forward type of slugger. Diorico did a lot of things in the ring to move away, move around, footwork, right jab, southpaw stance. And there he is. Acknowledging the cheers of the crowd. Punch of the round natin brought to you by San Miguel Beer. And ito, nakatama doon si Diorico with the right hand na hindi man na niya tiningnan. Ito, kita mo, he looked away from Ranullo pero nakatama din siya ng kanyang kanan. Mahirap gawin yun. No line of sight in that punch by Diorico pero nakatama pa rin siya. So that was a punch of the round brought to you by San Miguel Beer. And momentarily, we will hear the official verdict as announced by Bobby Mondejar. And mukhang in the bag na yata ito para kay Diorico because he's all smiles. And he's clearly anticipating his arm to be raised. At yan naman po si Ranullo looking a little dejected and going over to Diorico for the traditional embrace after the fight. A gesture of sportsmanship. At sabi nga natin, no, this is a showcase of good boxers, promising fighters.
Here are the scores of the three judges. Judge Nobleza scored it 38-38. Judge Coloma scored it 39-37, Ranullo. Judge Abainza scored it 38-38. We have a majority draw. Tabla po mga kaibigan.
It's a majority draw has been announced. I am surprised. I thought Diorico did more than enough to win this fight. But I guess Ranullo, because of his aggressiveness, judges gave him credit for that. It'll go down in the books as a majority draw. Walang panalo, walang talo. But surprisingly, one judge had it for Ranullo and not for Diorico. So Diorico escaping defeat, actually. It'll go down as a majority draw. There's Diorico. His record is now 1-1, while Jerome Ranullo, his record is now 1 win, 1 loss, and 1 draw. Some highlights of the fight that was just concluded. Si Jerome Ranullo versus Arnulfo Diorico. And Diorico that time almost brought down Ranullo. Ranullo coming back. And Ranullo with that big right hand towards the end of round number 1. Ranullo was clearly very aggressive. And that time he backed up Diorico, but Diorico had a lot of things to show on the table. That left uppercut was deadly para sa kanya. And then, I thought in that last round when Diorico looked tired, he gave that round away to Ranullo, and that left the opening for the judges to score a draw. So that last round, I thought, made the difference. And, well, wala pong natalo, wala pong nanalo. Majority draw between Ranullo and Diorico.